and the lighting may be like the worst thing ever on YouTube. So sorry about that. We might need to like get another light up in here because it's so dark on YouTube. And the background is a hot mess. I don't think I've ever had this funky of a background, and like the angle is lovely. Fabulous. This is definitely my best angle from below. But you know what? I just said I'm tired tonight. I'm just going to do it, and I'm not going to set it all up. I mean, Instagram, the quality is so much better. Microsoft PowerPoint, I'm not doing PowerPoint right now. This is not a PowerPoint presentation. What are we talking about here? I feel like I need to shut the door because I'm being kind of loud. Do y'all want to really, when I get up, you're going to positive poor connection. What is going on with our internet? I don't know if it's our internet. Sorry, Instagram. I don't know if it's our internet or if it's the phone or the what's going on. Look, y'all are just about to see the real background of what's going on in my bedroom right now because I'm about to get up and shut the door. It's going to be really a mess behind me. So just be prepared, okay? Just don't judge. All right, here we go. I do have on pants. All right. Anyways, yep, it is a mess in the background because if y'all don't know, you can kind of see a sneak peek back there. If you're on Instagram, maybe YouTube, maybe you can see kind of back there. The master bathroom back there is, if y'all don't know, it's getting remodeled and redone and put back together. And so it has been torn up for a hot minute. And it is, it keeps buffering. Oh, how do we do? Okay, maybe I should turn on the internet. Hold on. Let me try to turn on the internet right quick. Let me just try to turn it on. Y'all just hold up. Wait a minute. Are we back? Are we back? Okay. Are we good? We good on Instagram? Y'all let me know if it keeps buffering or whatever. Anyways, so this is getting redone in the background. So we haven't been able to get in there much. And our closets are in the master bathroom. So there's a bunch of clothes and piles of tile. And what is this? This is a kid's clothing item right here. So yeah, we still do have, the kids still have their stuff all Marie Kondo'd, but the stuff that's been washed since things have been torn out of there have not gotten put back up very well. And I actually made the bed up today. You can see that one side of the bed, oh wait, can't see on here. I don't know. You can't see. One side of the bed's made up and one side is not because Cullen decided to take a nap this afternoon because on Sundays, we all take naps. That is what we do. So he took a nap back here in the bed and I was on the couch. And yeah, so half the bed is unmade. Let's see. Laura Beth Schmidt, thank you for the super chat. She said, watching while driving home from a long day at the water park. I just got some of the nails. Going to try them this weekend. Oh, awesome. She said, so glad you're doing this one so I know how to do it. Oh, shoot. I just realized I didn't bring my like little thingy that I'm going to apply it with. Thank you. I hope y'all had a great day at the water park. Hey, Holly, what's up? Yes, I have missed you guys too. I did not put up a video on Thursday. Okay, Instagram. Are things going right over here? Because usually there's more, it says that there's only 12 people watching, but I feel like I'm seeing more than just 12 people commenting even. So I'm not really sure that the count is accurate. I don't know. Are y'all there on Instagram? Because it's definitely like I see more than, should I end it and start it again? Let me end it and start it again. Why does this have to be so complicated? Okay, end. I'm going to start it again on Instagram. We're ending it. I'm not sharing that one. Actually, I guess I could share it. Okay, let's try this again. Sorry, always dang issues. Let's try again. Going live on Instagram again. Okay, we're trying Instagram again. Here we go. So let's work on Instagram. You'll let me know how it's going. If you're here on your YouTube, part of what I'm going to be doing tonight while I'm talking to y'all is I've got my impressed nails laid out right here that I have been wearing lately, and I'm obsessed with them. And I took them off today, and I'm putting new ones back on. And so I was like, oh, cool. I can like watch them while put them on while I'm doing my live stream today. And we were in the hot tub tonight. So my hair is, this is like my natural, what it does. And when it's a hot mess, and my makeup is all off and my face is all hot and whatever else. So, Insta is still failing. It's still frozen. Oh my gosh. I'm so bummed because I was like super excited about, the fact that at least one platform was working. Is it my internet? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay, if you're watching the replay of this, then you just go on and fast forward a little bit. If you're live, stick with me. We're about to get back to everything here in a second. It's just this daggum stuff that you just can't do anything about, you know? Like, I just can't help the fact that this dang internet or whatever is going on. Somebody said there were Verizon, um, there was some Verizon outage or something today. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna go live on Instagram again. It says it's checking the connection. I just switched to a different Wi-Fi in our house, and hopefully that will work. I've ended it twice, and it's still checking connection. Okay, we may just have to not do Instagram. So if y'all are trying to watch me on Instagram, then you might just have to go on and come on over here to YouTube, because at least YouTube is working right now. But anyways, so Instagram says that it's back, but it's probably not. So I'm just going to talk to y'all on YouTube. Okay, so here we go. I have my fancy nail file, which I don't always even file my nails. Hey, people are commenting on Instagram, but it tells me that there are no actual viewers. So I don't know what that means. Those of y'all that are commenting, is it actually working? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Am I there? I'm glad that YouTube is working. So anyways, so here's the deal. I have these nails. This is not sponsored at all. This is just actually what I needed to do tonight. And so I was like, hey, while I'm doing my live stream, then I am going to just do this while I'm on here. These are my nails that I've been using, and I just buy them at like Walgreens, or you can buy them at Target, you can buy them at Walmart, you can buy them at literally like any drugstore or place that you go. Oh, Instagram, you're killing me. Okay, this is pause due to poor connection. I may just have to turn you off. Yeah, I'm off. Turn Instagram off. If you're here on Instagram, if you're trying to watch me here, you just have to go to YouTube and watch. Okay. Okay. Bye. Yeah. See y'all later. I'm so sorry that didn't work. All right. So look, now that they're gone, I can just focus on y'all. Okay. Where did I get this from? Okay. Anyways, so these nails, the hot tub is still comfortable without seats. It's fine. It's still comfortable. Okay, no glue. There's no glue on these nails. And like I said, this is not sponsored if you're just coming over from Instagram or whatever and watching. I just found them and saw a friend post about them and really love them because they legit look like real gel nails. And they're like between, sometimes you can find them like buy one, get one free at Walgreens. So that would make them like less than $5 a pack. And I usually get 2 uses out of each pack, or I can, not always. So there's 30 nails in there. So if you divide that by 2, that's 15. And obviously they don't all fit your fingers. So they're all different sizes. So if you want to see like how they are. I do have on pants right there, right here. Excuse the clean clothes in piles because we can't put them up yet. But so you can see there's different sizes. Like this is for my thumb. So I've already laid out which ones fit each finger. So the first thing I do is just go through and like decide which one fits each finger. Oh my goodness, y'all are crazy talking about my hair looks so good. Ooh, I just blew them all away. We were in the hot tub earlier, if you missed me saying that. And this is how it dried. It has some naturally curliness to it. The top didn't get wet. If the top gets wet, then it's all over. My hair goes crazy. Okay. So you say they don't fit your thumbs, so you need bigger ones. So I think this is the biggest. I think this is the biggest one in the pack. And it's like my thumbs are like right between. So I can wear the smaller thumb size or the bigger thumb size. The smaller one's just like a tiny bit too small. So it's like kind of iffy. But for the bigger one, if I can like show you how it fits on there. I don't even know how I'm going to do this with my finger not being able to turn around. I feel like it's almost too big. How am I going to show this to y'all? I feel like it's almost too big, but it works okay. So those are the ones I'm going to do. They're not perfect the second round when I've like used all of the other ones up that fit perfectly. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight while I'm talking to y'all and answering your questions. So this is the second time that I've used this box. Usually it comes with like a little alcohol wipey thing in there and a little brown wood stick to push back your cuticles with. And I don't have that right now, but I don't usually use that. Somebody said, do you file yours? They do not file very well. I do file them sometimes after I put them on, or like, for example, this one, if it'll focus, I don't know if it'll focus or not, but you can kind of see how like at the top where they, I guess, break it apart from the other ones, there's like a little bit of a weirdness. And I will say, I mean, I thought at first that they didn't file well. So this isn't the file that comes with it. This is Gaines's Elsa and Anna file that I'm borrowing because I already used the file in here and threw it away. But I mean, you can file them and then you kind of just have to, it's real hard to show on here on this really poor quality front facing camera. But like, you kind of have to just round it out. You can't just file it like you would your regular nail because these aren't real nails and they're like plastic. And so you have to just kind of like, I'll do it underneath and then I'll kind of do it on top just barely a little bit. It's more, I try to do it more underneath than I do on top because it does kind of flatten it out and make it look a little bit weird. So yeah, that happens. But let's see. Anyways, okay. So I will talk to y'all about whatever else you want to talk about while I'm doing this live stream, putting my nails on. So if y'all have other questions, go ahead and ask them. But like, okay, I say that, and then I'm going to start talking about these nails again. So like the pinky one, this is my second round with this particular pack. So I used the ones that fit perfectly the first time, and they were smaller. And this one I feel like is a little bit big for my pinky nail. So it like comes over the side. So before I put it on, I will probably just like take the sides and just like file the sides a little bit, which I can't do it and show y'all at the same time because I feel like I'm going to mess up. But I'll just file like just a tiny bit, just so that it doesn't like go over the edges of where my actual nail is. You know what I'm talking about? But let me show y'all how easy these are to apply because I'm kind of obsessed with them because I used to get gel nails or SNS all the time. And these are really freaking amazing. Okay, so there's a little plastic thingy, if you can see it right there. And you just take the little plastic thingy and you peel it off. And it's like a little piece of plastic, like the backing of a sticker. And then you just take it and you stick it on your nail. See, I still feel like this one's a little bit too big for this finger. And then you push it and then you just hold it on there for like, I don't know. I always do 30 seconds. I don't remember what they actually say in the instructions. Did they not snag in your hair? I tried them and they kept getting snagged, ripping strands of hair out every time I'd wash it or try to put my makeup on or do anything. So you're supposed to really push on it. Like supposedly, when you push on it, it activates the adhesive. So I didn't have to put any glue on here. Like it's already got the adhesive on there. And it already has that on there. So I don't know. It says that you're supposed to push it. And the more you push it, the better it sticks. I don't know. So when I push on it, I like make sure to push around the bottom edges because that's the part that I have the hardest time with sticking. I'll say typically if I've done a really good job on applying them, the first 3, 4, 5 days, they won't snag on my hair at all. After that, I notice they start to get loose. And that's kind of how I know is they'll start, like my hair will get caught in them. But I've also kind of just learned to deal with that. And so if I start to notice that they're like that, I'll just be careful to like not run my fingers through my hair this way. Like, I don't know. I just kind of make sure I do it a different way. I don't know. I just try to kind of avoid it, but it does happen a little bit. And then you just kind of get used to it. So let's see. Christine Horn, thank you for the super chat. She said, I was wondering if you've heard of heavy work for toddlers. ROT suggested it for my 3-year-old, and a 3-year-old, it works wonders for him being hyper inactive. Yeah, I have actually heard of that. I haven't really done it. It's really interesting. Okay, I'm going to tell you in just a second. Thank you for the super chat. All right, so most of these come with accent colors. So like this is the color I'm using today, and it's kind of like a grayish purple color, and it's called So Unexpected. Hey, it was so unexpected that I decided to do my nails on this live stream tonight. Actually, I don't think that pinky is too, oh my gosh, it's so hard to see and block my eyes at the same time. I don't think that pinky is way too big. It kind of looks a little bit big, but I don't know. Okay, anyways, some of them come with accents. So this is the accent color that goes with this. And I don't always use the accents, but I was feeling a little sparkly and I was feeling like I was going to do the accents today. So again, I'm just going to like peel off this little piece right there and it sticks to my finger always. And then I'm just gonna stick it on there. Make sure it's straight before I push too hard and then push it on there. Okay, so while I'm pushing on this, the heavy work question. So somebody mentioned this to me before we went to Disney and I had heard about it. And when we were there, we were actually standing in line to leave. And if y'all have ever been on a cruise, they like herd you out of there like a bunch of cattle. And we were standing in line forever and a day. And Brooks kept like just pushing on our suitcases and messing with them. And it was driving me crazy. And I was like, stop, quit doing that. And then finally I was like, oh, maybe this is like would actually be helpful for him. And so as we were standing there, I like put pressure back against it and let him kind of push the suitcase. Like he was actually making progress pushing it because we were kind of moving along in line, but he was having to push really hard. And after he did that for a few minutes, he really calmed down a lot. And so I was like, is this what people are talking about? Like, this is the thing that makes this stuff work. I'd be interested to hear more about what your kid does for the heavy work. I will try to read it if you leave a comment, but if not, send me an Instagram message because I'd love to hear about it. Okay, I feel like that one's pretty good. So it's on there. So we got 2 down. And usually it doesn't take this long because I don't get distracted talking and I just get it done. Okay, so next one, we're going to peel off our little thingy. We're going to stick it on there. I probably should have filed this one down a little bit because I feel like it's going to be a little, oh shoot. It's going to be a little big. Sorry, I'm not doing a good job of showing y'all this as I'm doing it because, yeah, this one's definitely too big. Shoot. And I've already taken off the adhesive. I was not paying attention. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and file the sides just a little bit. Even though I already have the adhesive off, hopefully this doesn't mess it up. But it's just a little bit big because I've already used this pack and I should have picked a different one. Look, these are probably going to end up not sticking because I'm making this difficult for myself and getting distracted. But hold on, hold up, wait a minute. Here we go. Okay, let's try again. See if this works better. So I'm going to try to stick it back on there. Yeah, I should have just picked a smaller one, but whatever. It's going to work for now. So I'm going to hold it on there. I've read if you file your nail a little, it helps them last longer. Yeah, I actually cut my nails down before I put them on because I don't want them, like it makes it worse if my nail is longer because I don't know if it's like that it has more that it needs to hold on to or something, but it's just like it just doesn't, I don't know. I end up cutting them. So it's nice that my nails actually grow when I'm wearing them and everything. And I take them off and they're really long, but then it's not as easy to put them on. And then I have to like, I kind of trim the corners. So if I leave corners on my real nails, then those will start to peel up under the press-on nails. I just never knew that press-on nails could actually be a legit thing that I would get compliments on and people would be like, oh my gosh, your nails look so good. What color is that? Where'd you get them done? And they aren't even, I do them at home by myself and they're like $5 if you get them on BOGO. It's really impressive, huh? Let's see. He loves to vacuum. Oh my gosh, Brooks likes to push the vacuum around a lot too. He was actually doing that this morning with a little, it's probably still in here. We have like a little Minnie Mouse vacuum. And I was like, dang, I wish that thing was really working because you would be, oh, you're saying file the tops, rough them up a little bit. Well, see, the top isn't the part that I have a hard time sticking. The part, if anything doesn't stick for me, they start peeling up at the bottom. I should have shown y'all when I took them off. But the top is always really still stuck on there. So even if the bottom is peeling up, after I've had them last as long as, I think the longest was like 10 days. Usually for me, it's like 7 because my hands are in and out of water all the time, bathing the kids, doing dishes, doing whatever else. Yeah, this one still needs to be filed. So I feel, let me just flick it all off. I feel like this is a little bit big personally. I don't like when it goes all the way like to the edge of my nail. I don't know, maybe it looks okay. But I just can feel the sticky stuff. Oh, hello, Cat wants to see it too. I can feel the sticky stuff like right there on my skin, and obviously it will peel away, so it's fine. I don't know. It's probably the right size. They may actually stick better now because I do have them bigger. Have I been in water with my nails? Do they last the same amount of time? Frame for you. If you do or don't get them wet, I have to wash my hands a ton at work, but I really want to try them. Yes, you will be totally fine. I promise. It's really, really crazy. I was worried when we went. I got that one a little bit crooked too. Look, see, it's going like a little bit that way, but you can't really tell. Who cares? If anybody gets that close to my nails that they notice, then they're probably too close to me. I was worried when we went on the cruise and we went to the beach for spring break because I was like, what about sunscreen, like greasy sunscreen getting up under there? Okay, here goes the next one. I'm gonna peel this little thing off. And they were perfectly fine. Like the ones from the beach actually stayed on probably some of my longest. I was really, really surprised. Hang on, let me get this one on straight before I start talking to y'all. They stayed on some of the longest that I've had. So it was really interesting. And I will tell you that my kids don't get baths every day. Sorry if y'all think that's gross, but it's literally just not an everyday thing. But at least like every other day, maybe every third day, if they haven't gotten sweaty or something. In the winter, it was less often. In the summer, they like get nasty quicker. But so my hands will be in the water for that, washing dishes, taking showers, washing my face, all the stuff, washing my hands throughout the day. They definitely get wet and they do fine. So that's good news, right? Was there a reason I stopped having my nails done professionally other than cost? Of course, maybe a nail health reason. No, it wasn't really nail health. I guess it kind of was, but it wasn't. It was just a combination of things. And I think I may have said this before, but it was one of those things where it was like by the time I drive there. So when we moved, we used to live really close to the nail place that I really liked. And when we moved, we were a little bit further. So say it would be like 15-ish minutes, which there was a closer nail place, but still, anyways, 15-ish minutes to get there, 15 minutes to get home. That's 30 minutes. Then you're at the nail place for probably an hour. It's an hour and a half. Plus, by the time you're out, you're like, oh, well, I should probably stop at Target. Anyways, it ends up taking up time in the day that I would like wait till the kids were napping and Cullen could be with them, or wait until they were, at school or something like that. And I just felt like that was time that I was wasting, that I should be doing other things, because there's only so much time in the day when you have kids. And if you have a shortage of time, and then if you have a short period of time where you can get away and do something, I'm like, I would just really much rather have my laundry folded or take a daggum nap or something. So that was kind of the first thing. Is it was just, I would put it off for so long because I'd be like, the time while they're napping today, I've got to get such and such done. I've got to do work, like when you're running a business from home and all that. So I ended up just waiting too long, and then they'd start breaking and chipping and everything else. But then the other thing was I'd been getting S&S, and over time, I guess the more that they would like whatever they bzz to them a little bit, or they file them before they put the polish on, they just were getting really, really weak, and it was causing the S&S to chip sooner. So then if I had one chipped nail, I had to make another trip over there, go in, wait, and all that. Whereas if one of these pops off or breaks, I literally go get the box out because I've got extras in there still, get another one out and put it on, and it takes like 5 minutes. So it's just kind of personal preference. And then I don't know. People ask me all the time, like, did these actually hurt my nails, or did they keep them healthy? And at the beginning, I was like, oh, I don't feel like that they hurt my nails at all. But sorry, I have to focus while I do this one. At first I said I didn't feel like they hurt my nails at all. But then lately, I think it's because if I haven't put them on well enough or whatever, and the bottoms start peeling off, I take them off too soon. And so the tops will be really, really still stuck on. And then I just kind of rip them off, and that's probably not good for my nails. I know the first few times I did it, I would soak them. Shoot, I meant to get more of that at the store today, in acetone, and that would just immediately loosen up the adhesive or whatever. And then I wouldn't have to worry about it ripping my nail up at all. Let's see. Have I tried the Red Aspen brand of pretzel nails that Carly Styles talks about on her Instagram? No, I haven't. Haven't tried any other press-on nails at all, ever. I just haven't. I don't know. It's mainly like I saw these at the drugstore and put them in my buggy, and then I really liked them. And then you got to go to the drugstore, you got to go to Target or whatever, every now and then. And so I'll just look at them then and grab them then. And so I don't know. To me, that's easier than paying shipping and like looking at colors online and not knowing how they're going to work. And I'm sure they're great. I've heard people swear by them, but I really, really love these. I've heard people say that these press-on ones last for weeks too. For me, they just don't. They won't last for about a week, which is fine. Doesn't really bother me. I like to change out the color anyway. So they're called Impress if you're just getting here. This is not sponsored. This is just, I like them. And they're at any drugstore that you would like to visit, most likely. So this hand is almost done. I haven't been counting, so I hope I've been holding these on for long enough and that they stick well. But let's see. I will show you all the final product of this hand, and I'm going to do the other hand. And I think they look so good. Like, seriously, I just did this while I was talking to y'all, and like I said before, they're a little bit larger on my nail than typically I would like them to be because I used the smaller ones last time, and I like to get 2 uses out of each box because say I pay full price, $8 or $8.99 or whatever for them. That ends up being like $4 for a whole manicure for each one if you get 2 uses out of it. If you've gotten them on BOGO and they're like $4 a piece for a box, then that's like $2 for a whole manicure. I mean, hot dang, you know? Crazy. Oh, you're talking about Alley Cat. There's Alley Cat. Hey. She's talking to y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Next hand. I'm trying to see if there are any other questions that I missed. Are the nails thick enough? Oh yeah, they're definitely thick, but they don't. Cullen was like, those look better than when you used to get your nails done. So you can kind of see how the thickness, like they're not thick, but they're not thin. They literally just look like when you get, I'm trying to see. That one looks thicker than it is. It's really not that thick when you get your nails done. And so you can see up underneath how I've got my nails trimmed up underneath there so that they're not too long. So I was telling y'all about how I thought they kind of damaged my nails a little bit, but I think it's my fault because I just ripped them off. But like you can see how there's like a little bit right there, but that's seriously my fault. I shouldn't have just ripped it off when it was stuck on so hard. Okay, I need to file this one down a little bit because it's got a little bit of the like thing where it got stuck. One tip that I do have is that when the first time I did them, because after having come from getting my nails done at the nail place, it would like drive me crazy when they were growing out, you know, past the cuticle or whatever. And so I put them like right up against where my cuticles were. Well, as you wear them for a little while, even if they're not loose or even if they're not snagging on your hair or whatever, they'll get a little bit like wiggly. So you can kind of like move it forward and backwards. It's not coming off at all, not getting stuck in my hair at all at that point. You can just kind of feel and move a little bit. And so when I would like push on something, like say, for example, you're pulling your pants up and, you know, you like grab your pants like this. So your nails go into your hand and they would push back onto my cuticle when they would start to move just a little bit and it would kind of hurt. So I learned to put them not totally up next to my cuticle, but like back just a little bit so that it was not like that. So yeah, that's a little tip for you. Okay, those of y'all that are talking about how you love my hairdo, y'all are very nice. It looks really awful right now. I just got out of the hot tub a little bit ago with the kids for a little Sunday afternoon jaunt. Oh, nuts. I think that one's going to need to be thawed a little bit. And this is my natural humidity hot tub. Got it like, ooh, I dislike it like this. It's interesting that y'all think it looks good. You had to use them because you're such a bad nail biter. Interesting. Dang it, I should have bought this one. It's a little bit too wide. Let's see. What's the question? Oh, Brooks, how's he doing without his passy? Good. I don't think he's even mentioned it in like, I don't know, maybe since he got his chase bear. If y'all missed that video, Brooks said goodbye to his passy and we didn't even make him do it. He kind of did it on his own. and he really surprised us. Both of our kids, we've just kind of like let them go and do it when they want to do it. So, let's see. Thank you, Holly, for your moderating. I really, really appreciate it. You're amazing because doing my nails right now, I would not be able to be doing all this. Okay, let's see. Y'all are sweet. What's the weight loss update? My total right now is 32 pounds that I've lost. Since Easter, I've kind of been eating a lot of Easter candy, so it might be closer to like 31 or 30 that I've lost at this point. But we're going to count it as 32 because I'm still staying on track and all that. So I still have a ways to go, but it's going well. So, all right, that one's on there good. But you can see this is the pinky one. You can see how it just is a little bit big. Feels a little like I can feel it going into the side of my nail. I'm interested to see how this goes with these ones that I'm putting on a little bit big tonight. So, yes, Holly is on point tonight. She is ready. Holly, the new sheriff in town. Holly ready. Holly not going to let anybody mess around over here. And I appreciate that because it gets quite interesting sometimes. Let's see. How are you feeling mentally right now? That's an interesting question. You said you seem like you feel so light. I don't know. This is an interesting question. I'm like, fine, I guess. It just depends on the moment. There's definitely stuff that goes on behind the scenes that is, we still have our struggles. And if y'all are familiar with like the addiction process and recovery and all that, there's ups and downs, and there's things that are struggles even if things are going really well. There's a lot of stuff that's in your head or in your, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I guess patterns you've learned or whatever. Gosh, there's a word I'm looking for. Like things that I immediately think of or worry about or whatever, whether they're happening or not. So it's all a process of us learning and being patient with each other and knowing that things aren't going to be perfect overnight, because they definitely don't get perfect overnight. Believe me, things are a million times better than they used to be, but there are still those struggles. And so there's days when it is really, really hard, and days when I think, you kind of think like, oh, once everything changes and gets better, then it'll be great and everything will be perfect and wonderful. And there will be no problems, no arguments, no disagreements, no like bitterness, resentment, anger, all those things. But those things still exist even when things are getting better, because there's a lot of old stuff to be dealt with that were get brushed under the rug as you go along. So it's just a process. And I think it's like that for anybody that goes through this. We just are doing our best to make it out on the other side of that. So, yeah, some days are harder than others. Let's just say that, but things are going well. Okay, hold on. Let me get this on here. I'm so glad I can just be upfront with y'all. Y'all are the best. I'm like, hey guys, I'm glad that we are all BFFs right here. We need to all just have a big old hangout and all get together and just chill or something. That'll be fun. And we could all do our nails. That'll be great. Let's see. Okay, addiction. How do you cope with, I think I need to get my eyes checked. I'm squinting a lot today. How do you cope with the thoughts about yourself over him? I find myself with low self-esteem, and books really don't cover that. I'm not 100% sure I understand your question, but I think it's mainly related to like low self-esteem. The cat scared you. Hello, there's a kitty cat. Oh, look, she's like, hey guys, you want me to show you my model pose? Like, yeah. I think you're talking mostly about the low self-esteem and thoughts about yourself. Is that what you're talking about? Some of it, it's really just an interesting process. And I totally agree with you on that. It is hard. That's definitely one of the harder things. And it's just something, there are books that do discuss a lot of that. The Codependent No More book is really great. And it just talks about kind of understanding that you're a different person from the other person and that exactly what they've done or what they're dealing with or any struggles they might be having are not reflective of you. And I think that's a lot of times where some of the low self-esteem comes from is you feel like things are your fault or you feel like things like the other person is doing stuff or did do stuff um because of you. And that's not true. And you just kind of have to overcome that. I can't tell you that I 100% believe that all the time, but I know it and have to remind myself of it very often. So, look, guys, we're almost done with these nails. Sorry, this got a little serious all of a sudden. I didn't mean for it to get serious. What is it about doing something like doing your nails or one of these things that's very thought provoking? And when you get yourself distracted by fiddling with something, you can really talk about a lot of different things. Okay, let's get on a better train here. I've been on both sides of addiction, 10 months sober, and been codependent on another addict, and both sides are so difficult. Man, that's interesting. Yeah, that is a struggle. That is a hard struggle for sure. Sorry, my question wasn't super clear, but yes, I feel kind of responsible for the addiction of the other person or not being enough on occasion. Yes, yes, yes. I 100% get you there. And even though I know I shouldn't, or I know it's not the truth, or I can preach all day about how you are enough and it's not your fault and all that, I feel the exact same way all the time. And it's a really, really hard thing to deal with because you're the only person that can change your mind on that. And the Codependent No More book really helped me with that. All of her codependency books are helpful. I know groups like Al-Anon or Nar-Anon or whatever ones that you would be relevant for you are really helpful. Online, like Facebook groups, online support groups, and that kind of stuff is super duper helpful as well. What glue do you use? I do not use glue. These kind do not have glue with them. These are made by Kiss, the Kiss people, but it's Press on Manicure, and I think it even says no glue needed. So instead of glue on these, each nail has like a little plastic thingy on the back, and you just kind of peel it off like this, and then you just stick it on. So no glue. There you go. Let me get it on there, get it centered up, and there you go. How about that? And then you just push it on there. How do you deal with negative people and how do you stay positive? I have actually been very much more, I guess, standing up for myself, I should say. Lately, I know for a long time on YouTube, we were like, you get comments on like, oh, you delete any comment that's not like super kissing your butt or whatever. And we just never did that because we were like, well, I guess people have a right to say negative things. But then it's like, you wouldn't let somebody come into your house and say negative things to you, or you wouldn't like invite people into your house if they're being rude to you. So I feel like if you're posting stuff online, yes, you are totally opening up the doors for people to be able to say what they want to say, but that doesn't mean you have to hear it. And you can choose in your own space, on your own channel, on your own Instagram account, whatever, what type of content you want to allow other people to post in your space. They want to post it on their own space. They can post negative stuff about themselves, but it's just not nice. And we have enough negativity and craziness going on in our lives that we didn't need anymore. So if the comment is even like questionably something that makes me doubt myself, something that makes me like feel bad about myself, or just brings me down, then I delete it. And if it's a really terrible comment, then I just block people because just don't have time for that. Like I didn't used to be that way, but I've come so far to realize how much an influence negative people and negative thoughts and negative things about even other people have on your mind, that is just don't even do it anymore, you know? Let's see. The book. Oh, no. I was like, how far book? How far back? I don't know. Sorry what you're asking. Maybe that was about somebody else. Okay. Sorry, I'm sleepy. I was very tired tonight, and this doesn't usually take me 40 minutes to put on my nails, but I got to talking to y'all, and they're done. Look at that. Now I have fancy nails. Lots of people ask me about the bathroom. No, ain't nobody got time for negativity, and I have every right to protect my space. So the bathroom, this lighting is so weird. The bathroom is right over there. I'm trying to like change the lighting so you can see it better. You can kind of see, but it's mostly just oh, see, when I cover this up, then you can see the bathroom better. It's mostly just right now they have like the cement backer board stuff laid down so that they can put the tile in. And they have a little bit of the tile in so far. And we actually haven't told y'all exactly what we're doing in the bathroom tile, I don't think. But we have like a special tile accent area that y'all have to see. I really feel like we should show you. You see a toilet, LOL. Yeah, it's the same toilet. But unfortunately, they had to take the toilet off in order to like do the tile around it. And they took it off forever ago when they did the demo, which was like a month ago. And so we haven't been able to use that toilet in there. Luckily, we have another toilet on this floor. But I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm more excited to get back, my shower or my toilet, because the shower we haven't been able to use since like this problem came about months ago. And it's just taken a while to get everything situated. And oh my gosh, I'm seriously so tired. But anyways, there's a really exciting part of the tile that's done in there. They're coming tomorrow to do all these tiles that are right there. Those are like the main big floor tiles that are going to get laid. I cracked myself up. Alley cats over my shoulder. I'm really excited for y'all to see the finished product. Since getting rid of the clutter, has it helped with stress? I'm totally in the middle of decluttering. I'm so overwhelmed. My anxiety is so high at the moment. Oh my gosh, yes. It helps so much with stress. But I will tell you that the middle of the decluttering process is like the highest anxiety ever because it is all over the place. And right now it's really, I feel like, affected my mental state with the bathroom being torn up because I had gotten into like my routine of, and I know this sounds really like silly, but like when I would take off my clothes in the morning, I would have like a certain place in the bathroom where I would like take them off and refold the stuff that needed to be folded. If it was like pajamas I was going to sleep in again. And then I would throw the stuff in the dirty clothes and blah, blah, blah. But then once they tore everything up, everything in there has just been like covered in dust and whatever else. So it's just gotten the routine off. And like, yes, sure, I could still, do the same thing in a different place and all that. But it's hard to get in there and put clothes up, especially knowing the dust is like going around everywhere in there. And I don't want to like get my clean clothes all dusty. So there's piles of clean clothes right here. And there's like tile everywhere. We've got like all of there's some tile right here. There's tile over there. There's a faucet thing right there. Whoa, which way does it go? Right there that's going to be installed. This is the box of all the stuff that was in our shower and on our countertops. So there's another few boxes. So this is just stuff that has to stay there. You can see somebody's like Incredibles pajamas are right there too. These are mine and Cullen's clean clothes, some bins and boxes and stuff that we just had to get out of there. And so I'm like, oh my goodness, like, can we just put everything back together? And when one room that's been so clean and tidy for so long is a hot mess, it's just like, oh my gosh, I just want to put it back together. Because once they tore it out, they were supposed to just be able to like come right back in and start up on stuff. And then we had a delay in the plumbing stuff coming in and then in the tub coming in. And so it's thrown things off a little bit longer than it should have. The cat stealing the show. No, Alley Cat loves the live streams lately. And I love that she loves to be on here with me. She is seriously my shadow. Like this cat follows me everywhere. Healing the Soul of a Woman by Joyce Meyer is an excellent book for anyone dealing with addiction type things and painful stuff.
Interesting. Okay. Healing the soul of a woman. Joyce Meyer. What else did she write? She wrote something else that's like really popular, famous, whatever. I don't remember. My hair is looking fuller and thicker because I just got out of the hot tub and it's frizzy and I didn't dry it. But thank you. I appreciate it. Alley Cat thinks it's her live show. Look, she just like jumped up and she's like right here right now. She's like, you say I was your shadow? You want me to come sit there? You know what I just realized I didn't do, y'all? Oh my gosh. If these nails don't stick, it's because I didn't do this before I used them. So the packet comes with a little alcohol wipe in there, but like I said, this is my second time to use this packet because there's 30 in each box, and I used them twice, so I'd already used that. And so I usually just get some alcohol and rub it on there, but I totally forgot. Whoops, I hope it works okay. Look, I've already forgotten the name of this book. I need to write this down. Healing the Soul of a Woman. Let me just write this down before I forget because that sounds good. I'll have to look into it. Where is a notepad on my computer? I'm writing this down right now. Okay. I saw somebody actually ask earlier about the length of these nails. And I don't know. Somebody asked for the medium length. They do have shorter options, but I don't know how to find out. Apparently they'll say on the side or the front or something. Mine don't say anything. So I don't know if this is just the standard length. I have no idea, but they are a little long. Interesting fact. Okay. So these might do it too. I don't know. We'll see. These ones that are like a creamy color, I guess I would say, over an iridescent color. So like these are kind of iridescent because it's the accent color. There's some that the actual whole thing is iridescent-ish or like a shiny color versus these aren't matte, but like a creamy color. So the creamy colored ones, I feel like they have more of a, I don't know, more of like a solidity to them. Anyways, whatever it is, they wear down like crazy. I think it's only the lighter colors though. So the ones I had on last week, I don't have them around because I took them off earlier. But they had, they were like light purple. And then my white ones did the same thing. And then I had some light pink ones that did the same thing also. And over the week, I was like, are my nails getting shorter? Like, this is so weird. And I guess from like rubbing on clothes or rubbing on whatever, they literally got down to the length of my actual nail instead of being this long. And it was so strange. They like just kind of wore down on the edges, but it wasn't bad. They didn't look chipped or anything like that. They just like naturally filed themselves down. It's really weird. Really, really weird. Okay. Do I have dogs? Yes, they are not in here. I don't know where they are. Alley Cat, she is, how old are you? Answer. She was born in June, we think, of 2005. So she's almost 14 years old. Almost 14 years old. Okay, hopefully these dogs stick. Hopefully these nails stick. Oh, you saw the toenail ones at Walmart? I've been looking for the toenail ones, but I've never found them at a store. That got me really excited. I've only seen them online. I need to check at Walmart now. Okay, I need to probably do that. No, I cannot get my dog right now. The Joyce Meyer has an adjoining study guide. Highly recommend. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank y'all from the suggestions. Turkey. Watching from Turkey. Fun fact, Gaines pronounces Turkey, Tarkey. So she would say that you live in Tarkey. They only had one print though. What was it? Was it like French manicure or something, I feel like? Okay. All right. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up. It's been forever and I'm going to go to bed. I hope y'all have a great week. I didn't post a Katie on the Flip Side on Thursday because several reasons, but long story short, I decided that for my mental health and for my life health, I needed to take the day off and get the garage done I did make a video of it But it's part of the Marie Kondo process, but it was also something that has been absolutely driving us crazy. Like we couldn't even walk through our garage anymore. And it's the one that we use to like park our cars and enter the house. Couldn't park our car in there for the longest time. And it got completely done. It went from total, like you couldn't even walk through there to room to park the golf cart and a car in there. So it's going to be a really great video, I think. But I just decided that that was my priority, and had been using all my other free time away from the kids, like work time when they were in school, to do work and to work on other work stuff. And I just had to get that done. So that's what's coming this week. So anyways, oh, this is the longest I've gone without seeing the baby question being asked repeatedly, or y'all are just on top of it. Thanks for answering that for me. Okay, so y'all stay tuned for that because it's really exciting, and I want to go like sleep in there because it's so clean and my car is parked in there and it's really great. All right. How many of y'all have yawned every time I've yawned? Okay, I appreciate y'all asking about us having more kids now, but you just go on and read the other comments for the other people from other people. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and y'all have a great night and have a fabulous and wonderful week. And don't let any of the negativity that you hear from anybody or that you feel about yourself or you think about yourself just like flick it out like it's a little bug, get rid of it. That's my goal for this week too. All right, I will see you guys on Thursday and hopefully Insta stories in between now and then. See y'all then. Bye. Yeah, end it. I wasn't kidding. I really hit the button.